So migration is one of the most amazing spectacles that nature can offer. It affects millions of animals around the world, even probably hundreds of millions. Fish, reptiles like turtles, butterflies, insects, and of course birds. And birds are the most, maybe the most inspiring one because you can actually see them very often. They dictate the seasons. And for example, here we are by the Geneva Lake, near the IUCN headquarters. And it's quite an important site for migration and an important area in Europe. So at the IUCN, we really care about migratory birds in particular. We document the status, so the red list of threatened species, and we also implement some conservation projects for particularly the spoonbill sandpiper, for example, which is close to extinction now, which occurs in Asia and migrates from Russia to Southeast Asia. So we are really involved in this with our network. What does it mean, all this migratory phenomenon? Here, for example, by this lake in the winter, it's full of ducks, thousands and thousands of birds, and of course they leave. They have left a few weeks ago. Just it signals the spring, start of spring. And many new species come, so even if you're not an ornithologist or you're not a specialist in nature, you cannot miss that. It's changing. They are really, really impressive changes. It dictates our life in some way. Migratory species are interesting because they highlight some of our own contradiction. We aspire to move more freely around the world, and we do exactly the opposite for migratory species, including birds. We put hurdles on their journey all the time. We make their travels more and more complicated. If you're in the sea, you have to escape nets, or if you are in the rivers, you face dams. If you are in the air, you have wind turbines, and you have to travel always longer to find a safe place to rest. So this is something we need to carefully consider. Another point is that nature actually dictates these movements of these species, and we tend to forget that we are part of nature and we should listen a little bit more to the rules of nature. If like us at IUCN and like in many organizations around the world, you don't want to leave to your children a planet with empty forests, a silent forest, empty lakes without any ducks in the winter. I mean, please join us and celebrate this symbol of freedom that migratory birds represent.